Starting with the great name of Allah, who is the most merciful and beneficent. Assalamualikum, my dear listeners. Welcome to Knowledge Syndicate. I am your teacher Dua, and I am going to teach you English linguistics, including our courses of English 1, 2, 3, and 4. We will going to start from very basic of our English linguistics or English language. So in today's lecture you will be able to learn introduction to linguistics, basic skills needed for linguistics, basic linguistic skills, introduction to grammar, and sentence and its type. So in linguistics, at first we will study just the introduction to linguistics, the definition of linguistics, what are basic need for linguistics, and what are basic linguistic skills. Afterward, we will going to study the grammar or English 1 course. We will start from very basic grammar. When you study grammar, only then you will be able to study linguistics. So moving forward, basically, or in generally, we can say that linguistics is the scientific study of language and its structure. So we say that linguistics is a study of language. So at first we will get to know that what is language. Language is basically a system of communication, that how a certain community communicate with each other, how people living in society or in certain community communicate with each other. So that system of communication or that type of communication is language. So the study of structure of language, that how a certain language is being made, how the certain language is being structured, it's scientific study. The minute study of language, of certain language, is basically linguistics. And English linguistics is basically the minute study of English language is basically linguistics. So the definition of linguistics is the scientific study of language and its structure, including the study of grammar, semantics, and phonetics. So in the study of language, we have the study of grammar, because language is someone interconnected with grammar. You will be able to have a better language only when you have a hold on grammar, when you know the rules for grammar, when you know the certain rules and regulations of grammar, only then you have a better hold on language. So semantics and phonetics are basically the branches of linguistics. They both are branches of linguistics. There are many more branches of linguistics which we will study later on. That basically, what is semantics? Semantics is the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in language, and phonetics is the study of classification of speech of sounds. Phonetics is the study of pronunciation of different words, and semantics is how to arrange certain words in a perfect manner, that we have a well-formed sentence. There are many more branches of linguistics, including semantics, morphology, stylistics, phonology. That in linguistics we study that how words are being formed by the use of alphabets. Using certain alphabets, how we form new words, the style of different words, the tone of different words, and the meanings of different words. When you made certain words, you must know their style, you must know their tone, you must know the meaning of that, you must know the pronunciation of that, you must know that how to arrange that word in a sentence, how to make a perfect sentence with that word. So basically this all is about linguistics. So there are main needs for the study of linguistics. From very basic, you must know the English language. To study English linguistics, you must know the English language, and you will be able to know the English language when you have a perfect hold on English grammar, when you know the rules and regulations of grammar, and you will be able to get through the language when you will get through the dictionary. When you scan the dictionary in a perfect manner, when you have a better vocabulary, when you have a best vocabulary, only then you will be able to have a better hold on English language. So when you scan the dictionary in a perfect manner, you will be able to have a best vocabulary. When you get through vocabulary, when you have a perfect vocabulary, you will be able to know the pronunciation of different words, the meanings of different words, the sounds of different words. So this is all linguistics. moving forward, you must have the better communication skills. What are communication skills? Basically, there are four communication skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. These four are the basic communication skills, and one must have the best communication skills in herself to have a better hold on linguistics. And another main need for linguistics is the study of semantics, phonetics, and semantics. As I've told you earlier that these are the branches of English language. These are the branches of or English language or linguistics. So semantics, I've told you earlier, is the study of arrangement of words to create a well-formed sentence, and phonetics is the study of classification of speech of sounds, that is basically pronunciation, and semantics is the study of meaning of words. Like when you made certain words, when you form certain words, you must know the meaning of certain word. When you know the meaning, you must know the pronunciation of that word, the style of that word, the tone of that word, and how to interconnect that words with other words of that language. And then in the end, you must know how to arrange that word in a sentence to create a well-formed sentence, the arrangement of sentences. So basically, all the branches of linguistics are interconnected with each other. Like when you form a word, you must know its pronunciation, its meaning, its synonyms, its arrangement, its style, tone, each and everything. So basically, there are many needs for the study of linguistics, but our main and our very compulsory needs, these are the very compulsory needs one must have to study linguistics. Moving forward, we have basic linguistic skills. So our four communication skills are basic linguistic skills. When we say that someone speaks a language fluently, I'm not talking about only English language, I'm talking about any language. When we say that someone speaks a language fluently, we mean that they have a high level in all the following four skills. Like when someone listens certain language, we will talk about English language. We will take it as English language. When we talk about English language, when we listen something, we are able to speak that later on afterwards. And when we read something, when we scan something, when we go through scanning and skimming, so we are able to write that thing afterward. So basically, these four the basic linguistic skills or four communication skills are interconnected with each other. When we listen something, we are able to speak, we are able to read. When we listen something, we get through the pronunciation of different words, and when we know the pronunciation of different words, we are able to read that thing in a perfect manner. When we read something like later on, we will have a perfect brainstorming, and when we have a perfect brainstorming, we will able to write a perfect paragraph or a perfect note. We will able to speak our language in a very perfect manner. So these four communication skills or basic linguistic skills are very important in certain language. I am not talking about only English language. These skills are basics, or these skills are compulsory for all the languages. To study certain language, to study any language, one must go through these four skills to have a perfect hold on one language. Okay, so we will start from our grammar portion. We will start from very basics, that what is a grammar. Like when we have a hold on grammar, only then we will able to study linguistics. When we know the rules and regulations of our grammar, so only then we are able to learn about language. As I've told you that linguistics is what is linguistics? Linguistics is basically the study of language. And when you know the rules to create a language, when you know the rules to write something, when you know the rules of grammar, only then you are able to study that language. So starting from very basic, what is grammar? A system of rules that allow us to structure a sentence. So there are certain rules and regulations to study certain language. So that rules and regulations are basically grammar. The word grammar is derived from a Greek word which means art of letters. Basically, as I've told you in the branches of linguistics, what is the branches of linguistics? We form certain words and we get through their pronunciation and meaning and the arrangement of certain words. So basically, this is the art of letters, that how you combine certain alphabets to make new words. So this is an art. This is a very unique thing that one will make new words using certain alphabets. So these art of letters is basically not only connected to grammar, but this is connected to linguistics. Basically, linguistics is the art of letters, that how you form certain new words in your language. So now we will go through a sentence. What is a sentence? A group of words which make complete sense is called a sentence. Here, a complete sense. Complete sense is something so important in a sentence. We can only, the group of words, when we have a group of words, we can call it a sentence only when they make a complete sense, when they give us a complete sense. So we will call that group of words a sentence. So sentences classified on the basis of structure and function. We have different kinds of sentences and they are classified on different bases. So we have a kind of sentences on the structure, on the basis of structure, and we have a kind of sentences on the basis of function. So in today's video, we will study the kind of sentences on the basis of function. On the basis of function, we have 5 kind of sentences. They are assertive, imperative, optative, interrogative, and exclamatory sentences. So we will go through these one by one. What is assertive sentence? Assertive sentences are basically statements. The sentence that show a statement or assertion. So that are assertive sentences. For example, when we say that east is the direction in which the sun rises, the class was full of pupils, she has an aversion to crowds, you have missed this opportunity. So these all are statements or assertions. In the first sentence, we see that east is the direction in which the sun rises. It's a kind of universal truth that the sun rises in the east. It's a universal truth. So these all come under assertive sentences. Basically, they are statements or simple sentences. Next, we have imperative sentences. Imperative sentences are commands or an entreaty or order. When you order someone, when you order something, or when you command someone, so that comes under imperative sentences. For example, the judge commanded them to call the first witness. He urged them to be quiet and listen to his words. Kindly bring the book to me. Please do not throw your toys. So these all commands and the orders when you order someone or when you order something. So that comes under imperative sentences. Next, we have optative sentences. So optative sentences are basically wishes or prayers. When you wish something or when you pray something, the sentence that show us wishes or prayers, so that are optative sentences. For example, may you be blessed with a good job, wish you a successful corporate career, may your business flourish, I wish you had more patience. So basically these are wishes, or when you pray for someone, or when you pray for something, when you wish something. So that kind of sentences come under optative sentences. The next one is interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are basically direct question. And when there comes a question, the sentence that asks a question, that asks about something, so that are interrogative sentences. For example, can I borrow your grammar book for a day? Where do you want to go today? Who is the president of America? Why won't they return from USA? So these all are interrogative sentences. One more thing, or a kind of note, that question mark is something so important in direct question. The sentence that have a question mark at the end is called interrogative sentences, are always called interrogative sentences because they ask a question, they ask us about something, so they are interrogative sentences. Last but not the least kind of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence is basically the sudden or strong feeling. When a sentence shows us a sudden or strong feeling, when some feeling is being expressed, when you express some feeling, so that kind of sentences are called exclamatory sentences. For example, the exclamatory sentences basically come from exclamation mark. When you show the feeling, the word that show the feeling after that word, exclamation mark. For example, here you can see that alas, her father died. Here alas is the word that shows us a feeling, that show us sad feelings, that alas, her father died. So we have to put exclamation mark after that. The next one is thank God you saved my life. Here again, thank God is showing a certain feeling, so we will put after that exclamation mark. Then the next one is wow, your art is truly incredible. Here wow is showing us certain feelings. So we will put afterward that exclamation mark. What an enjoyable moment that is. So here a whole sentence is showing us feelings, so that we will put at the end we will put an exclamation mark. In exclamatory sentences, exclamation mark is so important. There always come an exclamation mark either in the beginning, either in the middle, either in the end, but we will have to put an exclamation mark in exclamatory sentences. So it's all about today's lecture. In the upcoming lecture you will be able to learn the kind of sentences on the basis of structure, then a subject and a predicate, then what is clause and what are different kinds of clauses like independent clause, dependent clause, and many other. We have many more. We will go through one by these in the next lecture. So I hope you guys like the video, and if there is any ambiguity you can ask in comment section. I'll make sure to clarify that in next video. And thank you for your precious time. Hope you guys like the video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe.